and the Pea. Once upon a time, in a grand castle, lived a handsome prince named Alistair. He had everything a prince could ever want, except for one thing, a true princess to be his wife. Prince Alistair traveled all over the world in search of a real princess. He met many princesses, but there was always something that seemed not quite right. With a heavy heart, he returned home alone. One evening, a terrible storm raged outside the castle. In the midst of the thunder and lightning, there was a gentle knock at the castle gate. The old king, Alistair's father, went to see who it could be. Standing outside was a young woman, drenched from head to toe. Water streamed from her hair and clothes. "I am a real princess," she said, her voice trembling from the cold. "We shall soon see about that," thought the old queen, Alistair's mother. She was a clever woman and had a plan to discover if the young woman was truly a princess. The queen went to the guest bedroom. She took all the bedding off the bed and placed the single, tiny pea right in the middle of the bedstead. Then the queen took 20 soft mattresses and piled them one on top of the other right over the little pea. As if that weren't enough, she then placed 20 of the finest eiderdown quilts on top of the mattresses. The bed was now as tall as a tower. When the young woman was shown to her room, she looked up at the towering bed in astonishment. She had never seen such a tall bed in all her life. A tall ladder was brought in so that the princess could climb up to her bed. Carefully, she made her way up, rung by rung, until she reached the very top. The princess tried her best to get comfortable, but it was no use. She tossed and turned all night long. Something hard in the bed was keeping her awake, and she felt as if she were lying on a rock. The next morning, the queen found the princess at the breakfast table. "Did you sleep well, my dear?" the queen asked with a secret smile. "Oh, miserably," said the princess. "I hardly slept a wink all night. There was something so hard in my bed that I am black and blue all over. It was simply dreadful." When Prince Alistair heard this, his heart leaped with joy. He knew he had found a real princess at last, for only a true princess could be so delicate as to feel a tiny pea through 20 mattresses and 20 eiderdown quilts. So Prince Alistair and Princess Linnea were married, and they lived happily ever after. And as for the pea, it was placed in a museum where it can still be seen to this day, unless someone has taken it.